morning, team. It is Sunday, the 1st of March. I have just got back from the gym, had a little shower, and I've just prepped my breakfast and my coffee, so can't wait to just like ooze into that and just enjoy my slow morning. I haven't done strength in a few weeks, so I was a little bit apprehensive as to how that would go, but I went totally fine. The weights classes are always one of my favorites, and I try and do them at least once a week. Yesterday I actually did Pilates and then a run. I just had so much like pent up energy, which I usually do towards the end of my luteal phase. So it was good to sort of get that done, and running once a week is one of the goals that I had to at least sort of get done. And speaking of goals, being the end of February yesterday, I actually finished my book of the month and didn't love it, but I got to a point where like I wanted to finish it, and I had bought it and I was like, I'm just gonna get through this. So I just like, I don't know if you guys have this technique, but I like put my finger where the next chapter is so I can only see how much shorter, more pages I've got to sort of motivate me to get to the next chapter. Anyway, got through it. She over explains everything to do with the process of owning, or a wild hare ended up being something she had to raising hare. It is very literal. Anyway, it's a totally fine read book, but if you grew up with animals, or especially rabbits like I did, I'm just like, yep, they do that. Like you're over explaining everything. So, but that's fine. We're done. Tick, book of the month done. And then this month, this one I borrowed from my sister, My Year of Rest and Relaxation. And I'm actually enjoying it so far. I've only read 20 pages, but it was very easy to read, and it's based in New York. So, and I've been reminiscing so much about my New York trip, which was almost, April last year. Oh, it's almost a year ago. So it's been nice sort of like cracking into a new book that I feel slightly more excited about. Not that I'm a book hater, but that was a tough read to get through. And then I've also got a big one sitting next to my bed that I'm just chipping away at, because no way am I going to get that done in a month. So yeah, I'm going to get through my OT breakfast, and then I'll take you with me on the rest of my day. You may have also spotted these behind me whilst I was speaking. If you don't have this game, it's such an easy, quick, see look, play in 15 minutes, such an easy, quick pick up, do a few rounds game at the end of the evening. It's a simplified version of Monopoly, because no way am I playing a full game of Monopoly. That stuff takes so long. So Gordon and I have been trying to be really good at finding other ways to connect that isn't in front of our phones or isn't in front of the TV watching a TV show, and I've been really rating this game, and we often get it out on the weekend just to play a few rounds. Sticking with the book chat, I've been finding it so much easier to track what I'm reading with Goodreads, the app, and this is by no means sponsored, I wish, but such a helpful app to just like chuck in what page you're up to, and it tells you what percentage, and the little bar fills up. Definitely works with my brain. I'll include some screenshots of my app, but you can also set yourself goals. So I know some friends of mine have set goals for 52 books a year, which is extraordinary, or however many they've set for themselves. Me personally, I've done 12, which was my goal, once a month. And I've stuck to that so far. And I'm going to keep trying to chip away at that and make sure that I can get at least 12 books out of me this year. Yesterday I spent quite a bit of time on the computer researching for our trip in September, which is what we've penciled in so far. Ideally, we're going to book the flights this month. It was meant to be this weekend, so we'll see how we go. But we're thinking Italy, whether we start at the top and kind of head to Rome or the other way around, then over to Spain, I think Barcelona, and then Madrid, and then going over to Portugal, and then maybe on the way back home, stopping for a few days in Greece. Not sure, but that's kind of like the focused, concentrated area that we're looking at. I'm kind of like, I would love to do Italy really thoroughly, but maybe I just kind of do half of it, and for another trip I come back and do the bottom half or the top half, or work out how I'm going to do it, because it's pretty tricky to try and get everything to fit. And then of course there's all these surrounding beautiful islands that I would also love to visit one day, but I'm not made of money, and I'm definitely not made of annual leave, so that will have to be another time. So that's sort of what's channeling all my energy now that it's a new year, and I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I need to have a holiday where I can like channel all my energy. And it also helps at work if I'm getting frustrated with the irritating stuff, to just be like, in X amount of months I'm going to be on a beach in Florence, whatever, you know, just like, is there beaches in Florence? I'm sure there is a coastline in Florence, but it's more like Cinque Terre or whatever. But main point of me telling you guys that is, if you have any suggestions whatsoever of Greece, Italy, Spain or Portugal, whether I should go to, what's that island in the middle there? Sardinia. I'm like, should I go? It looks really cool, but also like a bit of a mish to get there. Obviously, you've got to be a little bit more expensive because you're flying on these like smaller planes. But if anybody's ever gone to Sardinia and are like, yep, Emma, 100% make it happen, then I will jiggle things around. I think I might try and tackle the vlog from the one that will be previous to this vlog. So I will work on that, and it'll take a majority of the day, and then hopefully the peak sun, because it's about midday now, the peak sun will have calmed down a wee bit and I could do the gardening. And then I might see if I could book my nails. They're that pinky clear colour, which I'm loving. And it makes that far less obvious when they're like grown out and chipped, thank God, because the red is, you can't get away with that with the red. So yeah, actually I might do that now. Let's book that before I go forgetting. Yeah. Hold up. Okay, this angle is highlighting just how dusty this part here is. So that's now been added to my mental to-do list. I've just left the house and I'm off to go get my nails done. I didn't end up filming myself garden because I mostly did the front garden, and I don't want to film the front of my house. I feel like that's self-explanatory. So I am, oh, big bump. We survived the bump. So now I'm just shooting down the road to Ponsonby, and I have some chill time for about an hour getting my nails done. Probably going to get the same colour, but it'll be nice to just feel all refreshed and chic, and all of those positive cringe words that just came out of my mouth. I can't believe it. But yeah, I'm so glad I found this spot here on my car that works for filming when I'm talking in the car, because I love to chat to myself in the car, but I don't have like a rig, whatever the terminology is, a thing to like hook up and use. Oh, let's turn that down. Nails are all done. Hopefully that's focusing. They're just clean and fresh, and she trimmed them down a wee bit. And actually, I didn't give them a polish. She put moisturizer on my hands. But she put a little bit of builder gel in there, like the thinnest layer of it, so they can last longer. Because my index finger, is that index? Pointer finger on my right hand was splitting, so she's like, I'll give you a real thin coat of builder gel on all of them, just, and then she didn't charge me an extra, which is very, very sweet of her. I've been going to her for heck almost 2 years. Long time. a loyal customer over here. So I'm gonna shoot home, and then that's pretty much the day. Oh no, I joke. I'm gonna do some more editing. Letting that export, and we are gonna go for an evening stroll.
Go.
It is now the evening on Sunday, and we have done our evening stroll around the block, and there is like a pull-up machine there at one of the parks, so I attempted my pull-up. Whenever we walk past, I try and give it a nudge, but honestly, I'm so terrible at those. It's definitely not in the pipeline to be better at that anytime soon, because that requires training, and I'm not going to do it. And then I just exported the vlog I'm working on, and I'm now just tweaking it and making edits before then exporting all of the captions and tweaking all of those for people who are deaf or just like watching videos with captions like I do. And then I'll probably do the rest of the video editing stuff later on in the week. And now I have just done meal prepping. Actually, I completely annihilated my brand new nails. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, I completely grated off the end of that one and the end of my thumb. I was like holding a piece of carrot, and I just went, and I was like, ugh. That's a very animated retelling of that, but so now I have ruined my brand new nails. Love that. I'm gonna have to probably get those fixed at some point this week, but yeah, we have a few friends to catch up with this week, and just a normal week of work, and it should be a nice week. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the weather is nice and lovely. It seems to be getting a bit better. It has been pretty terrible this summer, so hopefully we get some sunny days ahead. I appreciate you watching this vlog, and I hope you have a good day, evening, week, month, wherever you are in the world. Thanks for watching. See you next time.